live. Let's go. Hey, fam, look, this is like practice for me because I'm not like Mr. Go Live. I'm more like Mr. Let's do some videos. So let's just tap in real quick. And I know, the notifications hasn't went out and everything, but let's just get into this, fam. Look, it's wild. We got to tap in. We got to talk about this. We're gonna start doing a lot more live streams. Let's go. Let's go. So these are comments from our earlier video. I just want to shout out some people. What up, fam? We tapping in. Hey, MJ, I'm glad you're here, bro. We tapping in, bro. Hey, MJ, I got to get this out the way real quick. All gas, no brakes, bro. You best believe it. Look, I got to get this in. So it's just the comments from the video today because I don't never have time to respond to comments, but I see y'all. Let's go. MJ, prep some batteries, Josh. Bro, you know I'm on it. Adriana, what's going on? Adriana, we're going down some rabbit holes. What up, Sandy? We're going down some rabbit holes today, and I need you guys' input. Look. Okay. I know that in live streams, there are certain things that you can't say, right? So what we're going to call the NAZISs, because that's a big part of what we're talking about. We're going to just, what's a good nickname for them? The NAZISs. What's it? I know. What's it? 5x5, first of all. 5x5. Are we okay? What we got? Are we all right? Casey, I had to do it. It's just too much. I had to do it. It's just too much. 5x5? Wait. Casey, you can't start off like that. All right, thank you, Adriana. Look, let's tap in, fam. Hey, let me just look. I appreciate you, Sandy. Look, let me just throw this out here. So some fun facts of the things that I have learned today, going down these rabbit holes, because y'all gonna trip out. Okay, so check this out. Are you aware of who is the main funder of CRISPR? I don't, and it's alive, so I don't know. It probably won't make it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Do you know who is the main funder of CRISPR? So for those of you who don't know what CRISPR is, Gattaca, if you ever seen the movie Gattaca, DNA, gene cloning, all of that stuff, selective, you pick the color eyes, you pick the color hair, you pick, CRISPR. KC, you know who was the main funder? MJ, Adriana. Today has been an eye-opener on a whole new level. The island boy, in his, check this one out, because you may not know that Maxwell, fam, okay, so it's crazy how all of this stuff interconnects, from disclosure to fallen angels to time travel to nuclear weapons with von Braun and the I don't know what's the nickname, what we can call them, the NAZISs. I don't know what we can call them. So the island boy, Jeff was the main funder of CRISPR. Yeah. How about that? Let that one sink in. And the way I found out was watching some podcasts. So Maxwell in the island would have these Swedish guys come and come on, blonde hair, blue eyes, muscular build, super high IQ. And apparently she was collecting, and they said she would rotate. Fam, I'm convinced more than ever that when and if these files come out, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It is all so interconnected. But these Swedish, perfect example of a male, muscular, super smart, high IQ, strong chin jawline. You know what I'm saying? Just, she would have these guys rotated in and out of the island. What up, Robin? Robin, we tapping in because I done fell into a rabbit hole. And the way that this story even came out was one of the guys who worked there. What up, Huckleberry? One of the guys who worked there said he would be responsible for collecting the hair samples from the pillows of the guys when they would stay for a week or two. And your boy Jeff was the #1 funder of CRISPR. Fam, this thing goes. I'm scared of disclosure, y'all. Josh talking about me. Hey, is my mic too? Let me turn this down. Is my mic too loud? Okay, that's better. Yeah, hey, bro. No, We aren't ready for disclosure, fam. Adriana, Robin, you up on all of this. Robin, what are we talking about? So this is how my day started, fam. Let's go. This is how it started. Podcast, Danny Jones. I love this dude's podcast. They keep me up at night. It's always like the edge in my seat type stuff, but there's just one guy that's been making his rounds on all of these big podcasts now. And this guy started out talking about nuclear weapons. I saw this guy on a different podcast, nuclear weapons. And this guy was talking about how the UAPs, disclosure, fam, the UAPs, why is it that UAPs are always over nuclear sites? Come on, KC. Hey, KC, anybody acts up, handle business. Look, why are they always over these nuclear sites? And KC, we already chopped this up because the guy said that nuclear weapons, when fired, they interrupt different dimensions and the matrix that we are trapped in. They interrupt it. Hey, and if y'all got anything to tap in and add, please do, because I'm looking for information. What up, TT1? It's all about the birth pains, Josh. Gonna come all at once. Hey, Robin, that's what everybody's saying. Look, all at once, everything. All at once, everything. The birth pains. The title to the last live was what was it? Disruptive flux with growing pains, birth pains. What up, Ohio? What up, bro? Look, I promise. I got y'all. I promise. This has been random, but I'm slowly working on getting to a schedule and something, and I will be shooting out links so we can all chop this up. I promise. I got y'all. It's needed. I'm scared of disclosure, bro. TT1, Ohio. I'm scared of disclosure. Okay, so Lou, what is it? What's his name? Lou Elizondo, Arrow, right? And for whatever reason, now everybody's saying that he's a shill. Arrow is a distraction. Arrow is a government distraction from true disclosure. 3i Atlas changed colors. Today is gold, bro. All right, look, this is where I'm at with 3i Atlas. I think that it is a comet or a rogue asteroid, but I think that it does have alien tech on it because, look, fam, it went past Mars, and we were supposed to get perfect pictures of this thing. And guess what? Nothing. Government shutdown. And so now, going towards Jupiter, we were supposed to get pictures from, I guess it's a spacecraft we have called Maven. We were supposed to get those optimal pictures. Guess what happened with Maven? This was 2 days ago. NASA couldn't get a signal from Maven. It's too much. I'm just saying, fam. It's too much. Look, give us some AI-generated pictures to show us that it is nothing but a rock. Appease the people. Fam, either this is Project Bluebeam or this is either it's a man-made something or this thing is the real deal. It's throwing off cyanide and all types of just crazy stuff. I don't know. Yeah, Adriana. Let's get into some more fun facts though. Stuff that I've learned today, just in today, falling into rabbit holes. Maxwell, right? Hey, feed the fish, Josh. Fam, look, these files. Look, okay, so look, the press told us you don't want these files coming out. The press told us that. You don't want this. Y'all don't know. You don't know what you asking for. What up, Cherokee? You don't know what you asking for. Listen, Lou Elizondo of Arrow, he gave the recent video, a whole little speech. Listen, we've had back engineered crafts for 50 to 60 years. And we have not been able to back engineer this technology to a point where we can defend against a possible threat. Bam. Look, but apparently they're benevolent. They haven't done anything. But then he goes a little bit deeper, and this is something that I've been talking about, Ohio. Adriana, this is something that I've been talking about. Casey, we tapped in today too, so you know what I'm talking about. Look, what's that movie, MJ? MJ, you can testify. What's that? Because I did a video like a year ago, 2 years ago. What's that movie where they put on the glasses and then they could see? Josh, what about nukes? Nukes against said possible attack. So apparently TT1, they don't like the nukes because when we fire off a nuke, it affects things in different dimensions, in different areas, in different frequencies, in different time spans. The nukes are something that we just aren't supposed to be playing with. They live. You got it, bro. You got it. I remember just doing a video like 2 years ago, and I'm like, fam, something ain't right. So okay. So Lou Elizondo with Arrow, he was saying that 50 years we still haven't back engineered this stuff to a point to where we can defend if it becomes a threat. Yeah. Ronnie Piper, yeah. So we haven't. And he was saying, this is what I need for you guys to understand from a national security viewpoint. And look, I'm thinking, because look, fam, I want to see a UFO. I want to be like the kids in Zimbabwe when the thing came down and people came out in Zimbabwe, Africa. The whole school of kids saw this thing come out. They said the steps magically came down and small entity creatures in suits came out in Zimbabwe. It's huge. I want to see this, fam. I want to know if there's something out there. ET phone home. Josh, do you really? Not now, bro. Not now. Not now. I'm rethinking it. Because let me add this in here. All right. Okay, let me add this in. Casey, what you talking about? TT1. What? Okay, I got you. For us in a row right there. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me. Josh, do you really? Casey, what you talking about? Casey, I'm not going to say that because Casey, I am not going to say that. But y'all see it. What up, Miss Sharon? It's a party now. Hey, Robin, where's Robin? Because Robin's playing. Now she acting all quiet and stuff. No, Ryan. You don't get to do that, Robin. Put some information in these comments. Fam, this thing goes deep, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's all interconnected. So look, the fundamentals of this whole thing, and this is what I use as the good book, the Bible, right? This is the Bible. TT1, I know you feel me. And look, at least for me and my little human brain, God is in absolute control of the timeline. That's why the Bible says that, in the time period that we're in, men will see things that will make them hearts fail them. The Bible talks about the beast system where you will not be able to buy or sell, CBDC, AI, total control, cameras, surveillance, lockdown. It talks about all these things in the end time in the beast system. And come on, fam. We're damn near about to cross over into the threshold of that time period. We all see it. The grand old restart. They're gonna collapse everything and we're gonna start all over. Chapter 13. Hey. Good to see y'all, fam. Seriously, I know I'm random, but look, I will start to do more scheduled things with more people. OVP, definitely. We got conversations to be had. KC, you just be playing. KC. Cherokee, I appreciate you, brother. TT1, we're gonna get into conversations. Robin Taylor. Robin, I knew you were still in here. I knew it. I felt it. Just curious. Every time they're supposed to, they find out something on 3i Atlas. Maven is supposedly, I don't know what, the satellite, the spacecraft, Maven. NASA could get no signal. So either it's the real deal Holyfield, or either they're saving it for the big kabang between Friday and Wednesday, the 19th through the 23rd. Maybe today is gonna shoot some fireworks. Maybe they are, Robin. They said that they have been tracking 3i Atlas for 20 years. But we can't get up close pictures. Come on. It ain't making sense. All right. There's so much more stuff to this. Let's go. So the people that names that we can't say, the NAZISs, those people. Hey, Robin, don't let me down, Robin. Miss Saren, don't let me down. What happened to him? Now I know Van Braun. Look, we have the printing press. We are the victors of World War II. We incorporated a whole lot of them into what we got going on. The reason that we got to the moon, space travel, V2 rockets, Van Braun. I know. We're in what? Wait, but Cherokee, you ain't bench pressing 255, bro. Bro, I'm not bench pressing 255. What? Hey, I love you, Cherokee. I love you, bro. Josh, I told you what to call him. Oh, man. I swear I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. In a previous comment. Let me scroll back up, see if I can find it. We can't call him that though. Where did they go? Uh-oh, coffee's in the building. The government has capabilities we have no knowledge of. Wild stuff. Robin, I need you in this conversation. I need you in the game. Don't be hiding. Don't be hiding behind your screen. Okay, so we absorbed Von Braun, V2 rockets, all that stuff, right? So from podcast and from what I learned and what I listened to today, the Germans, I guess we can do that. They had all kinds of things that. So there was even a statement that was made that they at some point had these. They created this fusion. Supposedly nobody has it, but a fusion engine propulsion system, and they sent those things over here to the U.S. on a trial flight. And one came down in Roswell, New Mexico for whatever reason. And from that, y'all know this story already. And from that, we got Kevlar, we got fiber optics, we got lasers, we got microprocessors. Our entire technology basically started from Roswell, 1947, the crash. And there are people that are saying now, look, we're in the age of disclosure. This stuff's about to come out. There are people now who are saying that the Germans had all this. They had all of this technology. The Bell. Come on. Y'all know about the Bell, right? The supposed craft, the Bell. Look, they were playing. So let me just back up. This is what I'm wondering. Fam, if we go off the Bible, we know that the fallen angels. This is what I'm using for my factual foundation. The Bible talks about fallen entities. Josh is very plausible. Hold on, let me get into these comments. It's good to see you, Coffee. I'm so glad that you're here. Miss Sharon, what they see and what they'll tell us are two different things. Okay, let's go with that one, Miss Sharon. My foundation is the fallen angels. I don't know what's out there, but I just know the fallen angels. They came down. You know, they bore children, giants, men of renown, supposedly demonic spirits. I did some research, and it says that they live in the atmosphere. Some live beneath the ocean. Some were chained beneath the ocean. But that is the closest thing that I have that is factual to there being something else other than like little green aliens and the grays and the reptilians. I don't know. But I know we got fallen angels. And look, when we start to talk about fallen angels, that's when it gets weird. We start talking about dimensions, the heavenly dimension, the angelic dimension, the firmaments, the time, space. it says that Satan rules this planet. He is in, for now, he runs things here. And you mean to tell me that these Germans, they had technologies that were tapping into time and space and occult type rituals and fam, there's only so much you can do before you start tapping into the angelic side of things. When you start playing with time, when you start playing with, you're messing with angelic things. When you start playing with, time travel and space and all these, you tapping into angelic stuff. And look, the Island Boy was, I know it's weird how it fits, but the Island Boy, look, they talk about some of the rituals that they were doing on the island. And look, just so you know, the island ain't the island is the only one that they want us to know about. But apparently, there were mansions in Arizona, Soros. There were compounds everywhere. Wait. Let me get into these comments because I'm just yapping now. It's very plausible. Operation Paperclip. Thank you, that Robin. You were in the building. I appreciate you. Paperclip. Y'all think they went to Antarctica? What do you think happened? So, okay, so they say a good number went to Argentina. KC? Argentina. A good number went to Argentina, but they fled. The ones that weren't willing to roll into the US's programs, because a lot of them did. Apparently a lot of them changed names, and a lot of them just went to different places and still did crazy, magnificent things in science. Operation High Jump. What's up, OVP? Bro, I heard that they traveled the globe looking for certain artifacts. Seriously. What else we got, man? Hey, did y'all know? Look, fun fact. I like to throw in fun facts. Hey, MJ, how about this one for WOL ship? Maxwell. Maxwell. They say she always kept a grenade on her desk. Fam. She always kept a grenade, a live grenade on her desk because this stuff can't come out. If this stuff comes out, it's gonna mess up our whole paradigm. She kept a grenade on her desk. She piloted submarines, the smaller ones, because apparently they were looking for Atlantis. Seriously, there are files, paperwork filled out where they asked for permission to search these sites off the coast of Cuba in a small submarine piloted by Maxwell. Fam, look, this thing is wild and crazy. She was a submarine pilot. She was a helicopter pilot. She was military trained. Like this fam, this stuff just it's crazy. All right, what we got? Operation Paperclip, bro. 1,600 of them scientists. That's okay. All right, now Casey, this is something we talked about. This was on another. I'm gonna have to post this live stream. Danny Jones, this dude just. So apparently, the 1,600 Germans that we brought in created a party after the war. and let me see if I can Google it and bring it up. Let me see. They created a party. You want to know what the party was called? The America First Party. And supposedly, the American people got together and dismantled this whole thing. But we brought in so many powerful people that created the banking system, finance, construction, education. They didn't just help us get to Mars. They did. Seriously. Let me get into these comments. What? Yeah, bro. It's wild. Hey, disclosure is gonna be. I don't know if I want it. I think we're gonna find out that our paradigm. Look, okay. Disclosure. This is what I think. I think we're gonna find out that our time was manipulated. and that these entities manipulated our time and found a way to keep us here in a loop. Casey, what'd you tell me earlier today? What'd you say? How many resets have there been? I think when we get this close, it's a loop. They find a way to shut it all down, whether it be like I know God did the flood, but some form of cataclysm, a pole shift, something. When we get too close, they restart it, and then boom, we start all over again. The youth with no information about the previous civilization. Now, I always say, I am so thankful, fam. Adriana, Robin, Miss Sharon, KC, Ohio, Katrina. As the fam is in the building. Katrina, when you leave a comment, that's how happy I get. Like I think that we are here for a reason in this particular time period. Y'all done heard me say this 1,000 times. There is no way it can be coincidental that we are here on a live stream together right now. Well, OVP, you could have been born thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago. I could have been born in the 1800s. Anything, but for whatever reason, we are all here today, and we are living and watching the collapse of this society. We were given the Bible, which is the inspirational word of the creator of all, and he told us what is coming. And how coincidental is it that we are watching it happen? All of us. Look, we're preppers preparing for the collapse. So there's something with that. Let me see. No, I can't say that word, KC. Okay, Eric, came to the U.S. Those are scientists that went. Plum Island. Let me write that down. This is why I need y'all, fam. You know what I'm doing tomorrow? I'm researching Plum Island. If y'all got any other like things that like have blown your mind or has caught your interest, please, Plum Island. AKA, no. Do we want to have it? We need to. Casey, let's set something up. Let's set it up. It is crazy. Hey, look, Adriana, you trying No, Adriana, this is not happening. It is crazy. I remember the island boy was a simple teacher. And now look, everything. Look, this is something else that I talked about today. And y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. This is just what I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have facts. You don't have to believe. Don't believe anything that I'm saying. That's not how this works. But look, I believe that everything, all the problems are from the fallen angels, which probably reside either at the bottom of the oceans, the depths, or way above the atmosphere in some in between our reality and their reality, right? And I believe that what they have done is created a tier system. Tier. Y'all gonna get mad at me. But Erica Kirk is probably a much, much, much lower tier. All of the politicians, all of the people who show their face, they're not the cream of the crop. They are the in-betweens. They are the people who work with us, the small people on the surface. So all your politicians, from the Bushes to the Trumps, to the Obamas, to the Clintons, to the Kennedys, to all of them, to the kings, to the queens, to whoever they got in Africa, to anybody in a position of power, to your entertainers, the devilish, demonic entertainers, they all take orders from the next tier. It's probably a couple tiers until you finally get so evil that you are in communication with the fallen angels. Fam, there's so much stuff going on right now that we just don't know. We complaining about the price of groceries and gas and how we got to work a 5-week, 6-week work week. I'm so far behind in these comments. I'm here for some reason. Hey, coffee. I know why you're here. Don't you good. You are right where you're supposed to be, and you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. We're gonna ride this thing out. I appreciate you. Plum Island's way too close to what? What? I don't know anything about it, but I'm gonna Google it. What up, OVP? I'm gonna Google it. Huck, what you talking about, Huck? Hey, am I done for? Did I say too much already? Ohio, what we got? What we got? I'm not saying it. Hey, why y'all doing this to me? Let's go. I appreciate y'all. Robin? Yep. Coffee's awesome. She really is. Okay, there are no puppet masters. They are the puppets for them. That's truly what I believe. Seriously. Okay, but now getting back to what I was talking about. So the good book tells us where we're headed. The good book ultimately, look, the fallen angels can manipulate our time. They can manipulate humanity because we have definitely been manipulated. You go on social media, AI is coming. You go on social media and it's hypersexual. Everything. We're about to have sexual AI robots that won't ask questions and do whatever you want to do. Look, fam, when disclosure happens and they tell us that there is no hell and you can do whatever it is you want, your life is yours. There is no heaven. There is no hell. You are free. And the fallen angels give us technology to take away disease. Man, this is hypersexuality. It's going to be rampant. We're going to be watching. Look, I said this in the last live. In the 80s, we used to watch like what was it? Married with Children. Wholesome TV shows about family structure. Now everything has sexual innuendos. Look, in the B system, I wouldn't be surprised if people were walking around with no covering of their genitalia whatsoever. And it's going to be okay. Do as thou want. Hold on. I can't skip you, OVP. What we got? Want to know where your food is coming from? Man, no, bro. No, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, OVP. It's bad enough that I was watching TikTok videos and they kept saying, I probably can't say it, but bio made food. And I kept seeing it, so I was like, man, let me just go downstairs to the kitchen and let me just look at some of these boxes. Because I know it's just TikTok. My grits, my little box of grits, it said bio-made. My little moon pies, my banana moon pies that I like to eat at night, it said bio-made. Everything said bio-made. Bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Deception pulls us away from God and his word. Case in, we're entering into the time period where men will see things, women too, humans will see things that will make their hearts fail them. So in my research and my rabbit hole, they said that once disclosure happens, fam, Soylent Green, once disclosure happens, they will have no more reason to hide. The cat is out the bag. They will no longer cloak ships. They will no longer. Supposedly there was an agreement where they only do so much because that's what we allowed them to do. They can only take so many people. They can only abduct so much. They can only do so much. But once the cat's out the bag, disclosure, all bets off. And we don't have, according to Lou Elizondo, we don't have the back engineer technology to stop that. We're in that time period. What they say? Humans will see things that will make them hearts fail them. I think once disclosure happens, we will see craft. We will see they will not cloak. They live. That's what I was talking about. They live. We will see craft. We will see entities. We will see things that we are not supposed to see, but we are entering into that time period. Now, for my prepping people, for my preparedness people, I've said so many times, Josh, we used to have shows. I don't even want to talk about it, Coffee. Coffee, I can remember, and this was when I was young, when I lived in a hood in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it real. When I was in the hood across the tracks down south, you know what I'm saying? You know, a certain group of people lived on the other side and a certain group of people lived on the other side. This is just how it was. This was life. It was cool. It was good. New Orleans. So we used to sit down. Look, I feel bad even saying it now, man. It's so bad how that stuff happens. Fam, we used to sit down. My grandmother, my aunt, I can remember they used to come over to my grandmother's house. My grandmother, she would make like smothered chicken, fried smothered chicken with like a crowd of peas and cornbread. And fam, we would all be in the dining room watching the Huxtables. And look, I know you can't watch you can't watch the Huxtables, you can't watch Cosby now, but it was just a wholesome show, fam. I can remember seriously, we would sit down and watch what's the one I just mentioned, Married with Children. We would watch what's the one with the 60s kids, Kevin, whatchamacallit. We would watch these shows as a family. Nah, that's done. No, that's done. It is death and destruction now. It's done. But we're entering into that period. NOLA. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on. I got to tap in 100%. But the word is necesito, way. I've been practicing my Spanish. The word is necesito, way. It's importante. That's all I got for Spanish. Why he told us to hide his words in the hearts. KC, fam, hey, things, okay, the time period that we're entering into, look, you can't even tell if AI videos are real or not. It's getting worse. I have to watch the first 10 seconds of an AI video to see if it's real or not. And then it just does some crazy stuff. The dude's pants fall off backwards, or he you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, he would have died if that was real, but it looks real. I'm like, the dude jumped off the roof, fell off the balcony head first. The rail broke, fell off the balcony and bounced off the ground. I'm like, nah, that can't be real. We're entering into a time period, fam, where reality is getting twisted. Where there's to my preppers. Let me necesito, way. What muy importante. Hey, y'all are a mess. Katrina, you know any Spanish? Boy Meets World. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think about this family. Yeah, where the Huxtables, bro. Muy importante, Josh. Es muy verdad. Hey, okay. So look, to my preparedness people, because that's basically what this is, right? Fam, this is where we're headed. This is the bottom line. There's going to be, and I'm not trying to scare y'all. There's going to be World War III. It has to happen. It is going to happen. And talking to people today, I think we're in kind of consensus that a third of the planet will perish. I ain't trying to scare nobody. I'm just saying. Listen, the fallen angels, there's too many people. They want to get it down. And whatever the side effects of a limited tactical nuclear war is going to be, I can promise you that us, the older folks, we're going to have the hardest time dealing with lack of food, maybe slightly radiated food. The youth, you know, they snap back from illnesses. They snap back fast. But the older folks, we're going to have a difficult time. Limited tactical World War III nuclear war is a third of the planet will be gone. Then, on top of that, it's going to be the EMP stuff. There's going to be no medications. So who particularly see look, the fallen don't want, I don't know why, but they don't understand God's plan. They really don't maybe they think they can twerk it and not twerk it. Maybe they think they can tweak it. Oh, y'all gonna eat me up for that. Maybe they don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe they think they can like manipulate God's timeline and You know what I'm saying? Maybe there are certain things that they don't understand that we do. But God's timeline is not going to be changed. He told us it's not. And I'm so thankful to God that I know that we are entering into the tribulatory times. I know what's coming. That's why we say prepare spiritually. Because sometimes them pews might not get you through mentally. Because look, we're going to see things that physically we won't. Hey, Casey, I never thought it would come from Huckleberry. But I should have known. I should have known. We're going to see things that our brain just can't process, but it's going to be happening. And it's going to be like, what do we do? Yeah. What up, Adrian? Adrian, I'm so glad you're here. True. That's what the Bible says. 1/3 is that's it. It's going to happen. And fam, look, I'm going to be honest with you. This is where I'm at, fam. Look, I talk to people at work, and we talk about Venezuela, things like that, and I was like, I'm sort of kind of a little a prepper, I'm one of those crazy preppers. I said, oh, okay. One dude said, well, why do you want to prepare? You want to live in a place that is just death and destruction day after day. It's just no more good things. It's no electricity. And I was like, bro, look, I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. That's how I see it. And when I can't do anymore, then guess what? I'm out of here. So if I happen to be part of the 1/3 that goes first, I'm gonna be so happy that like I'm lifting up in the clouds with a whole bunch of other people. I'll be like, bro, it's a wild ride, ain't it? Yeah, I wonder what's up there as we float up into whatever. I was like, bro, I thought I'd make it longer than this. Then me too. All right, well, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, fam. Just moving forward with this disclosure, Antarctica, the Germans, they tapped into something that was different. And I don't know how far they got into that angelic realm of things. They may have gotten pretty far. Look, Huckleberry, why do I do this to myself? Why do I even put that up there? Man, hey, I appreciate it. It's about the laughs. I appreciate y'all. Robin, that's right, Casey. God's word is set. It will not change. I think that the fallen don't know it. I think that the entities, the demonic spirits don't know that. I'm counting on it. Look. Time is, it is. Soul is right, going home. The world is just, that's it. That's it. For me, this is a learning experience. Certain things I don't want to survive, but I keep, hey, Coffee, you good, man. I'm so glad you're here. Things around to get my, yes, fighting chance. And Coffee, think about it this way. Look, I was working today, and there's this one woman I was working with. She's the cutest little thing. She's got to be about like 85, 86. She's just the cutest thing. She just got remarried. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about, baby, we be up at night doing our thing. I'm like, girl, you're like 80? You're like 86. What you talking? She's like, we be up doing our thing. I'm like, all right, bet. But she was so stressed. She said that her great grandson, a newborn baby, was born and a valve is acting up. And like this woman is always like cheerful. She ready to go. She got to get to Belk's to go shopping. Like this woman is on the go at 80. Yeah, she getting it. She getting it. Hey. Yeah, she doing her thing, and I'm proud of it. But she was so stressed today. When I came in, I could just tell. I could just feel like she was just weighted down. She was so stressed. And I said, "What's wrong?" I said, "No, you ain't yourself this morning. What's going on?" She said, "Oh, Josh, I'm just worried. Great grandson was born, and the valve isn't acting right, and they got to go in and do this and this." I said, "Look," I said, "don't stress." I said, "This is God's plan. There is, He is in control." I said, "All you got to do is fix the things you can fix, and the things you can't, give it to Him." I said, "Get into prayer." She says, "I know." I said, "I'm telling you, it's all gonna work out accordingly." She's like, yeah, you're right. You're right. That's what everybody's been telling me. And then she even told me, not to get off into it too much, but she even told me, she was like, her new husband. Hey, he can't hear. Hey, he can't hear. He be walking with a little limp. And I'll be like, every time I get a chance to talk to him, I'll be like, hey, bro, you all right? He's like, she be keeping me up at night. But she said, yeah, my husband told me maybe this is happening to bring someone else in the family closer to God. Because she said the parents. So I'm like, exactly. Maybe this is a wake-up call for the parents, but I'm like, I promise you it's gonna be okay. Give it to God. This life is just like a filter. That's it, bro. That's it. Look, it's just like that. Whenever we go back to wherever we came from or whatever we was doing, bro, we had this conversation the other day. We're going to go back and be like, hey, we're going to be trying to explain to the other souls who ain't never been here, like, what life is. And they're going to be like, what is life? We're going to be like, that's crazy. They're going to be like, what is crazy? And we're going to be like, man, you got to work. They're going to be like, what is work? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I fell in love. They're going to be like, what is love? We don't know anything about that. Bro, appreciate the journey, fam. Appreciate it, because we are experiencing things that I seriously don't think a lot of other souls have experienced. It's going to be our job to rebuild afterwards. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, OVP. That's Satan deception. Yep. They think they can outsmart us. They can't. Disclosure's coming. That's the bottom line of this live. And what I'm truly learning is, no matter what happens, fam, no matter how wild, no matter how crazy, look, I want aliens to be from Alpha Centauri. You know what I'm saying? I want to know that there's a galactic federation in different galaxies, and they've been waiting for us to reach a certain level of maturity to accept us in so we can be like Star Trek. That's what I want. But if we are trapped in a time loop, if we're trapped into a system that the fallen angels have trapped our souls into, if it's worse, fam, listen to me. If disclosure is worse than what we really thought, if they try to tell us that God had nothing to do with our creation, if they try to tell us that they created us and there is nothing else, don't fall for it. Don't believe it. Don't. And that's where we're headed. That's where I think we're headed. And we already know what the beast system is all about. Mark of the beast, CBDC, total tracking. For the people who probably love evil. You know what I'm saying? For the people who started to, and it's happening now. For the people, I'm gonna get out of here because I've been already going too long. But for the people who, fam, the financial system is collapsing. It don't make sense. A brand new Camry is $38,000. It don't make sense. But now there's MJ. We talked about this. There's a big part of the population now who have found ways to make cheap and easy money, but it requires some form of evil. OF, all of those platforms, the easy, quick money, the $10,000 a week, the $50,000 a month. They're loving life. They're traveling. They're enjoying it. But they have already submitted to the beast system. That's why I have to be rooted. Robin. Absolutely. I was going through it. So this grand old restart, certain words we can't say. It's gonna be war. It's gonna be war. It's gonna be famine. It's gonna be pestilence. It's gonna be the breaking down of the economic system. Those in a previous video, I said, do not entertain evil. Don't. Any form of evil, do not entertain it, because where we're going, it will corrupt completely. Amen. I'm with you. What's Adriana talking about? I love hanging out, just listening and learning from you all. Don't be deceived. Stay close to God. Don't take the mark. Hey. Don't. Those are gonna be the lines in the sand, fam. Those are gonna be the lines in the sand. How's work? How was work today, Adriana? I know you listen when you're on break and stuff like that. I appreciate you for being here. Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna do more of these, fam. There's just so much stuff going on. Let me make sure I tapped into everything. Aleister Crowley, Fallen Angels, Disclosure, Ghislaine Maxwell, submarine pilot. This woman was like a trained double agent. Maxine is nothing to play with, fam. And look, what I want you to take from the Island Boy stuff, I don't want to downplay the horrible things that happened. But the horrible, absolutely horrific things that happened, that was a byproduct of the things that they were really doing behind the scenes, the CRISPR, the entangling and corrupting politicians and leaders. It went global. And it's not the Island Boy Island is one of like 20 different places that they had. And I'm pretty sure that in the Island Boy Island and these other 20 places, the rituals that they did were to communicate to their higher ups, the fallen. It had to have been. So when we get into the disclosure, fam, just be prepared for things that you thought to go left, all the way left, hard left. And if it becomes too much, you say, that's it. I'm done. I know everything I need to know. And go grab your Bible. Just go grab your Bible. That's it. I've definitely been sent. Yes. I appreciate you, Coffee. Miss Sharon, we already talked about it. Yeah. We good. Josh, have you looked into the... Oh, let me write that down. I got the P Island, which I'm scared to say the plum part, but together. And now tomorrow I'm gonna be looking into the Noahide laws. Okay. Hey, Robin, real quick, and I'm gonna get out of here. CRISPR has definitely happened. I hear you. Hey, OVP, but your boy was the biggest funder of it. Let that sink in for a minute. Your boy, the Island Boy, was the biggest funder of CRISPR. Hey, what was I about to say? Noah, I forgot. I went squirrel. Yeah. Remember to always pray over your food, man. This is what I need. This what I need, y'all. For real. Sometimes I just, you know what I'm saying? In my heart, I'm always like, thanks God for this food. I pray that it may nourish and strengthen my body. Thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. I thank it, but sometimes I don't always say it out loud, and I need to. I need to speak power over my food. Appreciate you, Joe. Yeah. We're going to do more. We got tons of stuff to tap in. Thank you, Adriana. Fam, OVP, I got y'all. Casey sent me some emails. Anybody who wants to do something, I guess leave an email in the comments, whatever, and we're gonna reach out and talk about this stuff because I need to hear what all y'all have. Even if you don't do content, I still want to know. Don't surprise me. Especially number one. All right, fam. I'm going to get something to eat, and I'm going to climb into bed and I don't know. I'm gonna watch something on TV. Night all, always a pleasure. Adriana, I appreciate y'all. Hey, fam, y'all be safe. Say your prayers tonight. We're moving into some really different times. Keep an eye on Venezuela. Iran's doing some stuff. NATO and Russia's getting ready to do their thing. The conflict is what's going to really kick all of this off. The conflict, and it's coming. It's coming. All right, peace out. I love y'all. I promise the next time I do a live, I'm gonna send out emails to anybody who wants to pop up, and I will try to at least, give y'all like a 3 hours heads up because I never know when I'm gonna do this. All right, y'all be safe. I love y'all. Peace out, fam. Peace out.